Coming up on BG24 News.
Police found a man dead in a Bowling Green home over the weekend, and the coroner is trying to find out what happened.
It is Alcohol Awareness Week, and sororities are teaming up against drinking and driving.
And we know all about Race for the Cure, but what about Skate for the Cure? Reporter Alana Nussel will explain.
Plus, we have your Black Swan weather forecast. This is your campus and community connection.
Wood County's live local news starts right now. This is BG24 News, live at 5:30.
Hello everyone, I'm Madeline Fenning.
And I'm Dominique Hicks. Thanks for joining us tonight. The coroner is trying to find out what killed a young man in Bowling Green.
That's right. Police say 22-year-old Zachary Eilerman was found dead early Sunday morning. Police say he was found unresponsive at a house on North Enterprise. Eilerman was visiting friends in Bowling Green, and his friends are the ones who found him unresponsive. The coroner's report is due within the next 2 months, but foul play is not suspected.
Two sororities, Alpha Omicron Pi and Delta Zeta, teamed up to host a mock crash this afternoon, and the goal to raise awareness about drunk driving. The scene had 2 crashed cars, fire trucks, and even a helicopter. At the end, students signed a banner to pledge never to drink and drive. Reporter Alexis Cook will have more on this story Thursday.
Students gathered in Ols Camp Hall yesterday to give blood, but it was more than just a typical blood drive. Reporter Gemma Schultz tells us about the life-saving rivalry.
A competition between nursing programs at BGSU and Ohio University encouraged campus and community members to donate blood. It's an annual race between the two schools to see who can donate the most blood in one day. While it is a competition, students also say it's important to remember how much of an impact donating can have on the community.
Everyone needs blood, you know. People bleed out all the time. People need blood transfusions, things like that. We actually have a girl over there. She is volunteering. She's had a few blood transfusions in her life, and so she's giving back by volunteering because those saved her life.
American Red Cross donor recruiter Heather Haynes says doing good doesn't take long.
It takes literally about, depending on the wait time, depending on the amount of students that are here, it could take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour to donate blood from start to finish.
Fraternity member Kyle Wandell says the blood drive has allowed him to learn something new about himself.
Honestly, one of the reasons why I did it too was to learn what my blood type was, which is pretty nice to know. Found out that I'm AB positive, which is actually like one of the rarest forms, so it feels good knowing that I'm helping somebody out who may not be able to get other blood from somebody else.
Donating your blood could save up to 3 lives and help BG take down Ohio University in the competition. For BG24 News, I'm Gemma Schultz.
The blood drive had 53 successful donors in attendance, potentially saving 159 lives.
Today is the first day for seniors at BGSU to sign up for spring semester classes. Juniors can sign up October 24th, sophomores on November 5th, and first-year students on November 6th. First-year students are required to see their advisors before scheduling classes. Some experienced difficulties trying to enroll in classes earlier today, and this seems to be a trend.
This morning when I was trying to enroll, it closed out on me 4 times.
My largest issue with scheduling was that when I went to sign up for classes, I found that most of the classes I tried to sign up for were not being offered anymore in the biology department, or at least according to the system, they're not.
Well, I'm in the Office of Disability, so I get to enroll early, and usually that's a big deal for me because I have to get the right classroom and the right times, and I kept hitting the error screen every time, and I couldn't sign up for one of my classes because it filled up.
After more than a dozen accidents, a Rossford's intersection stoplights are getting fixed. The timing on the stoplights at State Route 795 and Crossroads Road have been hard for drivers to follow. The lights remain green only for a few seconds, which Rossford police say is the cause of the accidents. Police expect the timing to be fixed within the next few weeks.
And let's get a look at our Black Swan weather forecast. It seems like we've kind of skipped over fall.
Yeah, it was a little chilly out there. Paul, tell us what we're experiencing.
Well, one of the good things of today, we did get a glimpse of the sun. It is currently 47 degrees, but feels around 42. It drops below 40 tonight with an 80% chance of rain. We'll have more of your full weather forecast in a bit.
Thank you, Paul. Still to come.
The Musical Arts Department invited high school students to get hands-on experience yesterday.
Plus, it's midterm season. See how students are preparing. Students put on their ice skates this weekend to raise money to combat breast cancer. Reporter Alana Nussel says it's the Figure Skating Club's biggest event of the year.
October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the Bowling Green Figure Skating Club raised money for the cause.
Students and community members laced up this Sunday at the BG Ice Arena for Skate for a Cure. Whether you're a hockey player or an amateur, the skating went towards a great cause.
The club held the event during Open Skate and offered raffle tickets to win gift baskets. Treasurer of the Figure Skating Club, Megan Murray, was excited about planning the event. She hoped to raise more than last year's total of $700.
Want to keep adding on how much we raise. We're hoping to raise about $800.
Breast cancer awareness is a topic that hits close to home for many people. That's why Murray says it's important for everyone to get involved and give back.
This event, or really all the events going on this month, help to not only help research, but help gain awareness to people that aren't affected by it.
While the event held a great turnout for students, community members also attended to show their support. Participant Jeff Cole says cancer affected him personally.
The fear of cancer itself, when you hear that word C come into your life, puts a fright in everybody.
Though the event is over, donations can still be made online at rally.org. Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Alana Nussel.
That seems like a great event. In other campus news, BGSU is starting to recruit new students. Reporter Ty Nathan says yesterday they focused on musicians.
Arts Discovery Day introduces prospective students to the musical and theater arts program at BGSU. Various organizations within the program are available to those students. President of Musical Theater Students, or MUTS, says students can stay up to date on events through her organization.
MUTS is an organization that is basically an appreciation for musical theater and theatrical arts overall. Basically, we update students as to what auditions are coming up, things that are happening on Broadway, ways that they can get involved inside the BG community and even outside the BG community.
Burke says students would enjoy being a part of this organization.
It's so fun. It's so much fun. You get to, really stretch yourself out and be versatile in the way you act, the way you sing, the way you dance, and it's a blast. It really is.
High school senior Kylie Harrison looks forward to being a part of the program.
Music and theater have been part of my life for a long time, and I've always had a passion for it.
Harris says she has already learned some skills.
I've learned a lot of new techniques. We just sat in a class and they taught us a lot of new techniques that we could do for warming up and getting comfortable with your new parts in theater or the parts you learn in or the music you get.
Harris says she hopes to attend BGSU and be a part of opera and musical theater. Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Ty Nathan.
That's right, bring on BGSU class of 2018. Kylie says she hopes BGSU will help her land a professional job entertaining. For more about MUTS, check out the link on our Facebook page.
This week marks the halfway point of the semester. Reporter Alex Pfeiffer says for many students that means one thing, midterms.
We are in the height of midterm season at BGSU, which means students are spending a lot of time studying. Students are commonly taking trips to the library and consistently going over notes. Freshman Hannah Giger says she focuses on her notes.
I like to rewrite my notes. That usually helps me out, and I make a lot of note cards, and that's always helped me in high school, so it's helped me a lot throughout college too.
There are several study techniques. Junior Allison Zimmerman says she works with others.
I study in groups. I get a lot more done whenever I'm talking it out and listening to other people's input. So that's really the most that I get out of it, but sometimes sitting with teachers too, that does a lot for me.
Dr. Lori Liggett writes several midterms a year. She says students should attend class.
I think really studying starts in the classroom and then reviewing that information, but not memorizing it. Really trying to understand what's this concept and how does it apply to perhaps something in everyday life.
Professors like Dr. Liggett hold office hours for students to ask questions. Students could also go to the Learning Commons at the library. Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Alex Pfeiffer.
You can schedule an appointment at the Learning Commons anytime. You can find the link on our website. Still to come, a heated rivalry has BGSU's groups camping out around a rock all night.
And what will their weather be like? Weathercaster Paul Mims has your Black Swan weather forecast after the break. Stay with us.
Now, Wood County's live local forecast with BG24 Black Swamp weather.
Hello, I'm Paul Mims, and here's your Black Swamp weather forecast. Currently, we're looking at 47 degrees. It was clear skies, but you can see that the clouds are rolling in, so you will see cloudy skies. It feels like about 42 degrees. Winds at 12 miles per hour from the west-southwest. Tonight's forecast, we're going to have a low of 34 with light rain, 80% chance of precipitation. You guys want to bring out your weather jackets or your winter coats because it's going to be a cold one. Winds coming at you from 5 to 10 miles per hour from the west-southwest. Tomorrow we have a high of 51. You're going to see those showers coming over to the morning from tonight with winds at 12 miles per hour from the northwest. And tomorrow night we have a low of 30, once again a cold one with partly cloudy skies, only 40% chance of precipitation, and winds to 15 to 25 miles per hour from the west. Here you can see there's a bunch of blue, so you know it's going to be a cold one, guys. As I said, it's 47 degrees right now at the Bowling Green and Perrysburg area. Over here in the Sandusky area, we have a 52 and 49 in Findlay. And you see the radar, we have a huge mass of precipitation coming our way from the west that you will see tonight and in the morning. It's right over Indiana as of right now, but you will see that tonight with some light showers. And in national weather, you can see that it's going over Indiana and Illinois. Some snow is expected in the north as well, and some precipitation down in the south. And here's a 5-day look at the week. We have Wednesday, some light showers with a high of 51, low of 30. Thursday, we have partly cloudy skies with a high of 47, a dramatic low of 27 that night. Friday, we have mostly cloudy skies with a high of 49, low of 31. Saturday, some sun again with a high of 51, low of 33. And Sunday again with mostly cloudy skies, high 51 and low of 34.
So what you're saying is that potentially we could have snow tonight, meaning we could potentially have a snow day and I don't have to take an exam tomorrow? Is this how this is going to work out?
Well, I don't know about a snow day, but the weather is
Tell me what I want to hear.
The weather is really low this week, and there's no signs of snow at the moment, but I would not be surprised if we do see some snow flurries coming our way for the rest of the week.
Well, I'm excited. This is my favorite season anyway. Well, thank you so much, Paul. Ohio has approved the Affordable Care Act's Medicaid expansion. Nearly 300,000 Ohio residents will soon be able to receive health coverage. A legislative panel approved Monday the federal spending of $2.5 billion toward Medicaid. The Medicaid expansion will be fully funded by the U.S. government for 3 years. Then the funding will gradually decrease about 10%.
Ohioans might have some trouble trying to apply for their new health care. The website is experiencing some technical difficulties. In response to the problem, President Barack Obama says they will soon be fixed. Officials say the site's team has expanded to quickly fix the website. March 31st is the current deadline for people to obtain health insurance. If they don't get insurance by then, they could be fined.
A school shooting at a Nevada middle school has left 2 dead. A 12-year-old boy used a semi-automatic handgun outside the school. He shot and killed teacher Mike Lansbury before he killed himself. Police say Lansbury bought time for other students to flee. 2 students were wounded and are in stable condition. Authorities say the boy got the gun from his home.
Well, it was a busy weekend with BG24 Sports.
Jackie, what do you have for us?
Well, it was an action-packed weekend full of exciting games, and following the break, I will tell you about the hockey team's doubleheader, where the Falcons took on Colgate. You won't want to miss it.
It's un-Falcon believable coverage that you won't get anywhere else. This is BG24 Sports.
Welcome back to BG24 Sports. I'm Jackie Elliott. The hockey team hosted Colgate over the weekend for a doubleheader. Friday night, the Falcons fought for 3 periods and some change. Senior Bryce Williamson picking up the lone goal after regulation play resulted in a 1-1 tie. The game went into extra minutes. Goalie Tommy Burke made some key saves in the game while the Falcons tried to capitalize at the other end. The Falcons dominated Colgate with 39 shots. Moving on to Saturday night, the Falcons exploded on the ice. BG registered 7 goals in the game and shut out Colgate. The Falcons are now 2-1 with 2 ties on the season and look to take another win against Ohio State on October 29th in Columbus. The Bowling Green volleyball team faced Central Michigan at home on Saturday. The Stroh Center was all pinked out as they played their annual Dig Pink match to raise awareness for breast cancer. The student section and Falcon fanatics with their pink on fired up for the Falcons. Senior Lindsay Butterfield was stellar. Not only was she shutting down the Chippewa's top hitter, but she also led the way with 17 kills. The Falcons' middles were unstoppable in this game. BG's freshman middle, Elisa Malone, had 6 kills. Senior middle, Caitlin Skinner, had a great first set. With assists from setter Erica Fullenkamp, Skinner will put away back-to-back kills to help the Falcons to a 25-17 win in the first set. Ashley Dunn frustrated the Chippewas' attack. She had 21 digs in the first set win. Then on Saturday, the Falcons will head up I-75 to face rival Toledo Rockets. The BGSU men's rugby team took to the field at Dwight Perry Stadium this past Saturday in hopes of remaining undefeated. The Northern Illinois University Huskies attempted to take the lead, but the Falcons pulled ahead with an early lead in the first half. In the second half, the Huskies were able to put some points on the board, but they could not compete with BG. The Falcons were able to answer by outscoring the Huskies. In the end, the Falcons remain undefeated with a whopping 73-17 victory over Northern Illinois. The Falcons are currently 6-0 for the regular season. And looking ahead to the weekend, there's a lot of Falcon action to take in. Staying home this weekend is the women's soccer team. On Friday night, the ladies play in a Mid-American Conference matchup with Ball State. And the showcase of the weekend is on Saturday when Toledo rolls into town for the Battle of I-75. The rivalry game is at 2:30 p.m. at the Dwight. On Sunday, the women's soccer team will host Miami of Ohio. This will be the women's team's last home game of the season. During the game, all the senior players will be honored. Then, traveling away from BG this weekend is volleyball. The Falcons will also be facing the Ball State Cardinals on Friday. While the Falcons are in the Munchie, the team will try and maintain that first place ranking in the MAC. Then on Saturday, the Falcon volleyball team will travel to Toledo. They will also get in on their rivalry action and take on the Rockets. Moving on to some Major League Baseball, tomorrow is the start of the 2013 World Series. The Boston Red Sox and St. Louis Cardinals will meet up at Fenway Park. Boston has the home field advantage, but St. Louis is not an easy team to compete against. This will be the Cardinals' 4th appearance in the World Series in less than 10 years. The starting pitches have not yet been announced, but the first pitch is being thrown tomorrow at 8:07. Well, that's all I have for you today. I'm Jackie Elliott, and we'll be right back.
Well, let's get to it. The Battle of I-75 is this weekend.
And a group of spirited Falcons are taking the rivalry between BGSU and Toledo to a whole new level. A few members of Falcon fanatics went to UT's campus Sunday to paint their rock orange and brown. And now they are worried that UT might retaliate. So this week, different organizations are protecting BGSU's rock. Groups are camping out from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. It was Phi Kappa Psi's turn last night, and the cold weather was not going to stop them.
We got that Falcon blood. We don't need to keep warm. We're ready for game Saturday. Let's go.
Like Jackie mentioned in BG24 Sports, the big game is this Saturday at 2:30, so go Falcons.
Well, let's take a look at our last look at the Black Swamp weather forecast, Paul.
Well, we're going to see some pretty consistent weather. Pretty warm weather during the day, but pretty cold during the night. As you can see, for Thursday, we have a low of 27. I did not expect it to be in the 20s at all. But we have some sun for the rest of the week with some clouds, so that's pretty good. No precipitation for this weekend for the big game.
Oh, well, there we go. That sounds good to hear. Well, thank you very much. And that's all for BG24 News tonight.
Check out these stories and more online at bg24news.org.
And on social media at facebook.com/BG24News and twitter.com/BG24News.
Have a great night, everyone.